Hello folks, this is Ron Cross. I want to kind of go over some documents with you from my black book. Most of you know I've been a legal researcher for well over 20 years, worked with the OKBIC, investigating the Oklahoma City bombing and doing their legal research for them. What I want to do with you today is show you some of the documents that I have concerning the Second Amendment that I have found within the law and other government documents. Some of these will even come from the AG's office and what they say. So we're going to cover a little bit of that today. We're going to start out with, this is actually out of the law page, on what the Second Amendment says. I think most of you probably know it. If you don't, you'll become familiar with it. You can see it right there. It says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Well, there's a lot of questions as to what does infringed mean. Well, I'm going to show you what the law says infringe means. Not by definition, but by action. Sometimes we know what something is by what it is, by what it isn't. And we're going to look at what the law says. We're going to go to Title 18 of the USC's and Section N, Paragraph 26. One of the things I want you to do is going to probably shatter a lot of your beliefs, but I want you to know, and you can see it in black and white, that the Constitution does not grant that right. And the reason that it doesn't grant that right is that if it did grant the right, then the legislators could take it away from us by legislating it away. So I want you to see it right there for yourself. It tells you that the right to bear arms for the purpose was not granted by the Constitution in the Second Amendment, which declares the right shall not be infringed, means no more than it shall be infringed by Congress. Okay? So, basically what it's saying is Congress doesn't have the right to regulate gun control, but they do it. Now, how do they do it? They do it all in the name of public safety. Now, I've spoken to the NRA and several of these gun groups about it, and this is why they bargain with them. Now, something I want to show you is this is what the AG's office has to say. This is the United States Attorney General. This is a report that they did, or a study, let's say. And you can see whether the Second Amendment secures an individual right. Okay, it's dated August 24th, 2004. Now, this is something you could probably look up yourself and find, but it has well over 100 pages. I think it's 107 to be exact. In the conclusion of this document, what they say is, you can read it for yourself. That the Second Amendment secures an individual right to keep and bear arms. That's their conclusion. So, we know that Congress doesn't have a right to regulate gun control. We also know that the United States Attorney General knows that the right belongs to the people, not to the government. It's your right to defend yourself. So what are they doing with the UN? Well, it's real simple. For a long time, they've been planning to sell out our sovereignty, as I showed you on my last video, to the UN. It's been underway for many, many years, since shortly after World War II. But here's how they plan to do it. I want to show this to you. I know some of you have heard this. I don't know if you've ever seen it in the law. Again, these are all pages that I have copied out of the law library. And I'm going to show it to you in black and white, where it says, according to Title 18, Section 241, Paragraph N, or Section N, Paragraph 22, treaty with a supreme power, or with a foreign power, was the supreme law of the land. And that's where they plan to do away with your right of the Second Amendment. And there you go. Those are the facts as I found them, and as I've researched over the years. I've had a lot of questions about it. There's stuff to be found in Title 22 of the USC's in regards to disarmament of the United States. So this treaty that they're looking at doing on July the 27th of 2012, you can see now where they believe they have the authority. They do it all in the name of public health and welfare, and in the name of treaties. This is Ron Cross. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me.